Haters talking, but I don't even hear them. Yeah, man. Maddie on the beat.
Yo guys, it's going on Toby Hill TBJZL, and I'm bringing you guys another review here because you guys loved the last one so much. Um, it is another centre back review, so hopefully you guys will enjoy it just as much as the last one. And Dante is a very similar player to Reve, and you're going to see that in all the stats in a bit. But he can play centre back and left back, as you'll see in a moment. I just put a formation card on him here. Um, to maybe get him a little bit more chemistry with the surrounding players. But yeah, he plays centre back and left back. I only used him in the centre back position. It took me a while to even figure out that he was left footed, to be honest. But yeah, if you guys want, you can try him out in that position in left back. He is 6'2", so he has a height advantage when it comes to winning headers over most players. But he has a high attacking work rate, which means usually you find him very high up the pitch, and his defensive work rate is only medium. However, having said that, his positioning is still relatively good for someone with those work rates. Now, as you can see, his physical attributes are fantastic, all yellows and greens. His strength, the standout thing here, with 95 strength, but his agility for a centre back of that height is ridiculous, and his jumping is also fantastic for a tall player. As you can see, he's very comfortable heading the ball, whether it be in defensive situations, nodding it back to the goalkeeper, or just winning the ball in the air. What I tended to find is that I struggled to win the ball with him from headers in the box. He did win one or two, so he has got the ability to do it. I don't know if that was just me having a bad day with headers, but I struggled to win headers in the box. However, all over the pitch, he was quite dominant in the air. Now, his interceptions, 91, and his aggression, 85. With his aggression, he's very strong in the tackle, and you'll see that in all the challenges he makes. But his interceptions are phenomenal, 91. He just gets himself in the right position, which is amazing considering the work rates he has, and I can't quite understand why he seems to get himself in those positions. Also, his agility means that you can read the game easier with him, whether it's him reading the game off the ball or when you're in control of him. He reads the game quite well, and it's easy to move him and just position him exactly where you want. Now, taking a look at his skill attributes, you can see that he's got high stats across the board. Ball control, fantastic for a player of his height and physical build, I guess. But the standout attribute here for me was the dribbling. 72 for a defender, that is ridiculous. And I took a second look and I was like, hey, I've got to try this out. So in game, I did put out a few tricks and stuff just to see how good he was on the ball. Obviously, that high attacking work rate meant he was going high up the field all the time. So the dribbling came in handy for that, I guess. But 3-star skill moves. So there you see him pulling out some tricks, beating a couple of defenders with some skills. And you find that with that dribbling and that ball control comes a sense of composure as well in defensive situations, dealing with them calmly, tackling the attackers before pulling off some comfortable controlled skills and dealing with the situation. Here's my favourite one here. Dede with the little back heel, a little kick up, goes in between the two defenders before playing it off. And he was just composed across the field. And I'm not sure if that comes directly as a result of the high dribbling attributes, but if you're a guy that likes to do, I don't know, flary things on the ball, he's definitely a defender to have. So if you want like a Brazilian skill team or something, he's a guy you want at centre back. Now, the final thing you want to look out for within the skill attributes is his long shots. Now, 73 is extremely high for a defender, and although he has 60 finishing, I found that his long shots were quite accurate on the whole. Left-footed, so if you're right-footed player or you have a right foot mentality, it's difficult to get used to. But as you can see here, he definitely has the long shots and the locker, scoring goals from long range and threatening the goalkeeper on occasion from distance. Now, the last thing I need to mention to you guys in this review is definitely the most important of them all, his tackling. As a centre back, that is the most important stat. You want to see a defender that can tackle strongly, and this guy definitely does it. His slide tackling is quite high, 85, and his standing tackles even higher, 91. Although I didn't really tend to get in situations where I needed to make slide tackles because he is quite a tall defender, so his I guess leg span, would you say leg span? He can stretch his legs basically, and very strong in the tackle, so he doesn't really need to slide about the place. His pace means that he can get back at defenders who get away from him and win those tackles, and you will see that in certain situations like this one. Michi getting away from him there, he gets back, shows the attacker away, sorry, and gets in a strong tackle before dealing with the situation, and he does that all across the pitch basically. You'll find that he is very good with his positioning when it comes to one-on-one situations with attackers. However, having said that, he's not just a threat there. When it comes to dangerous situations where, say, other defenders have messed up, like you'll see here. He's able to make really clinical tackles, just in sticky situations where you could give away penalties or you risk being the last man and getting sent off. He's able to get those tackles in, and he has such a high tackle success rate for me. Over the course of like the 10 or 12 games that I played, he made so many clinical tackles, especially ones that were facing his own goal, and he dealt with those situations so well, and I was really quite impressed by that. So yeah, that's my review for Team of the Season Dante. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. He did go for about 266k coins when my brother bought him, so I think his price will have dropped slightly. So if you have 250,000 coins that you're willing to spend to test him out, feel free to go ahead and do that. Would I say he's worth that much? I don't think so personally. He's a very agile defender, a lot more fluid to control on the ball than Team of the Season Reve. So if you're a guy that likes fluid play, and say, like I mentioned earlier, you do want to build a Brazilian skill team, he's definitely a guy worth having a look at. So feel free to go try him out. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, feel free to leave a like. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. If you've enjoyed the video and you think you would enjoy the rest of the content on my channel, feel free to subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in a bizzle. Peace.
Ask me what it feels
A lot
like
of
staring at his
KSI related questions, so I'm going to start this video off by saying I am not Deji, I'm not trying to be Deji, I'm not KSI, I'm not trying to be KSI. I'm not any other famous